What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's a beautiful, sunny Sunday afternoon here in Findlay, Ohio. I'm hanging out in the beer shed, getting ready to try a new beer. The beer I have today is Grape Smoosh. This is from Pipeworks Brewing Company in Chicago, Illinois. Anderson went up to Chicago a week or two ago to visit one of our friends and brought back some Chicago beers. You know, again, I'm not that far from Illinois, but I really don't see that many Illinois beers other than, Goose Island is kind of everywhere, but other than that, I really don't see a ton. So super excited to check this out. Looks like Pipeworks Brewing Company has been around since 2012. I checked Untapped, and it looks like I've had two of their beers previously. I had one called Ninja versus Unicorn back in 2014. Gave it a pretty good rating. Honestly, can't remember, what that beer was like, as I had it 7 years ago. But the other day we did have the Lizard King Pale Ale, and I gave that a good grade, and I do remember that being pretty good. So I'm kind of hoping for good things with this one. Now, this is a Gose style ale with red grapes. As Anderson is my good friend and homeboy, he does what every good friend does, brings you beers that he thinks you probably won't like. I hate wine. I'm not a grape fan, so of course he brings me this one back to punish me, right? Now, all jokes aside, I do appreciate it. I can't just drink Marzens and milk stouts all the time. You have to venture in and try things that you're kind of uncomfortable with or that you really, don't really have a flavor for. So, I'll give this a shot and kind of hope for the best. It's kind of interesting. It said where the grapes come from. So this goes with Catawba and Concord grapes. Now, to be fair, I don't really know the difference in taste or style. And these all come from, looks like Baxter Vineyards in Illinois. So made with local grapes, which is always a good thing. Seeing local breweries support local vineyards. Always cool to see those kind of collaborations. So I went to the website to check this beer out, and it looks like they are available, limited distribution. So they're in Illinois, obviously. It said Milwaukee and Madison for Wisconsin, New Jersey, PA, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Minnesota, Massachusetts, Missouri, and Colorado. Now, most of them were through specific dealerships, so I guess it's not everywhere, but if you deal with certain groups. It also said it was available through Tavour, which is a kind of a subscription service where you can buy beer. Now, to start with, I will say I'm surprised at the color. This is a really light straw color, almost see-through. Tons of carbonation in there. And as far as the head, probably got about a half, 3/4 of a finger. The head looks nice, white frothy head. For a sour though, just not, this is a Gose, so expect sour with a little bit of saltiness. Not what I expected to see. I thought this would be, maybe red or purplish because of the grapes. But hey, it is what it is. I also didn't think it would be this carbonated. For the glassware today, we're going with Roundhouse Depot. This is a brewery in Bellefontaine, Ohio. I think I stopped back there a couple months back on my way home from somewhere down south. Smell. It's a weird smell. I guess it smells like grapes and kind of salty. Yeah, it's an odd smell combination. Not bad, just different. Can't say I've smelled something like this before. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Untapped, this has a 3.46 with 276 ratings. Beer Advocate a 3.5, but there are only 4 ratings. So there was no aggregate score and not a whole lot of descriptions. I think only one person did a detailed description. They didn't really seem to care for it. Well, let's go. Cheers. That's different. Super light bodied, almost verging on watery. You definitely get the saltiness like you'd expect with a Gose. Not a heck of a lot more. I'm not really picking up a ton of malt, not really picking up any hops. You get maybe like a little bit of a grape taste, as well as the saltiness. Now again, when you have a Gose, you kind of expect the saltiness, but usually counterbalances something else. I'm not sure this delivers. Gose style ale with red grapes. All right. Yeah, I'm really kind of at a loss for words with this one. I really don't think that it's terrible, but I really don't think it's doing what it says. I'm not really sure it does a whole lot of anything particularly great. This kind of tastes like a really light Gose, but I'm not picking up a huge grape taste one way or the other. Saltiness, that's kind of it. 3.46, 3.5, not bad ratings. I just think this one's really not for me, to be honest. Like I said, I had the other two beers from them, the Lizard King and the Ninja vs. Unicorn, and seemed to really like them for my ratings. This one, I'm going to say, is not for me. I don't necessarily think it's terrible. I just think if I was going to drink a Gose, I'd probably go with something a little bit different. I'm not sure this comes through with the grape as advertised. And if we're just kind of going with a really light, somewhat salty Gose, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. That being said, I probably wouldn't pick up another one of these. I'd probably opt for something else. So Grape Smoosh, unfortunately, you would get a thumbs down. I wouldn't be drinking another one of these. Again, doesn't mean it's a bad beer. It's just my personal taste, my perception here, and this one's not for me. Hey, if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, if you have any comments or questions, jump in down below. If you've tried this and think I got it wrong, let me know what you think of it. Again, just because I don't like it doesn't mean that it's terrible. We all have things we like, things we dislike. So let me know what you think about this one. Hey, until next time, have a great Sunday. Have a good work week ahead. Cheers.